Okay class, so good day. How are you today? So I hope you are always doing fine. So for now, we're going to discuss about statistics. So if you hear the word statistics, what comes into your mind? So what is statistics? So let us have a short history about statistics. Statistics is a branch of mathematics that deals with the scientific collection, organization, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data in order to obtain useful and meaningful information. So, we have here a short history about statistics. The processing of statistical information for a history that extends back to the beginning of humanity, as early as 3,800 BC or before Christ, there were records of population in Babylonia and in China. In biblical times, the census was undertaken by Moses in 1491 BC and by David in 1017 BC. Indian literature dating back to the reign of the northern Hindustan King Ashoka also described method of taking census. So we all know that census, ito po yung ginagamit para malaman kung ilan o gaano karami ba yung tao. So the Athenians and the other ancient Greeks conducted the census in time of stress, counting the adult male citizens in wartime and the general populace every time the food supply was endangered. The Romans registered adult males and their property for military and administrative purposes. The sixth king of Rome, Servinus Tullius, was given credit for instituting the gathering of information or data. 2,000 years ago, each male in the Roman Empire had to return to the city of birth to be counted and taxed. Thus, the Bible gives an account of the return of Joseph and Mary to Bethlehem for each purpose. In the Middle Ages, registration of land ownership and manpower for wars were made. In the 13th century, tax lists of Paris included the registration of those who were subjected to tax. In England, William the Conqueror required the compilation of information on population and resources. The compilation, the Domesday Book, is the first landmark in British statistics. Later on, the need to register births, deaths, baptisms, and marriages were reinforced as the population grew bigger. It was Gottfried Eichenwald who first introduced the word statistic in a preface to a statistical work. It was Zimmermann and Zinkler, however, who introduced and popularized statistics in their book. Girolamo Cardano, an Italian mathematician, physician, and gambler, wrote Liber de Ludo Alei, in which appeared the first known study of the principles of probability. Another gambler, Chevalier de Mer, made a proposal to Blaise Pascal in the famous Problem of Points, a work which marked the beginning of the mathematics of probability. Marquis de Laplace, theory analytic des probabilities of 1812 stabilized and supported the said theory. Modern theories of statistics were attributed to the great names like Abraham de Moivre, who discovered the equation of the normal curve, Carl Pearson, who made an extensive study on correlation among several variables, and Ronald Fisher, who made discoveries on unified theory for drawing rigorous conclusions from statistical data. Just right after the World War II, the need for a basic understanding of statistics arose. Statistical literacy became a necessity in today's modern world. Nowadays, the use of statistics has extended to such things as theater attendance, sports results, car sales in a certain period of time, heights, weights, birth rates, death rates, and other things that can be expressed numerically. So that is how the statistics goes by. And of course, that is a short history about statistics. So for now, we're going to discuss about different terminologies that we may encounter while we are studying about statistics. The first statistical term is the data, wherein when we say data, it can be quantitative or qualitative information. When we say quantitative data, it refers to numerical information obtained from counting or measuring that can be manipulated by any fundamental operation. Take note, it can be counted or measured. The other one is the qualitative data, where it refers to the distributive or descriptive attributes that cannot be subjected to mathematical operations. And then, of course, the next terminology that we are going to discuss is all about population. So when we say population, it refers to the totality of all the elements or persons for which one has an interest at a particular time. Third is the sample. When we say sample, it is a part of population determined by sampling procedures. Parameter, it is an statistical information or attribute taken from a population. It is a true value or actual statistics. Then statistic is any estimate or statistical attributes taken from a sample. Then the last term is the variable. When we say variable, it is a specific factor, property, or characteristics of a population or a sample which differentiates a sample or group of sample. So it can be discrete variable or continuous variable. When we say discrete variable, it is a variable that can be obtained by counting. Continuous variable, it is a variable that can be obtained by measuring objects or attributes. Okay class, let us have some example in identifying if the given data is a quantitative data or a qualitative data. Remember that when we say quantitative data, it refers to numerical information obtained from counting or measuring that can be manipulated by any fundamental operation. While the qualitative data refers to descriptive attributes that cannot be subjected to mathematical operation. For example, IQ score. So this IQ score, this is a quantitative data. Another example, citizenship. So citizenship cannot be measured. So this is qualitative data. Religion, the same as in citizenship, it cannot be counted. So this is also qualitative data. The height. So of course, height can be measured. So this is quantitative data. Gender. So gender is the same as in religion and citizenship. This cannot be measured. So therefore, this is said to be qualitative data. Okay class, so let us have some example about identifying if the given variable is discrete variable or continuous variable. For example, so you're given this number of cell phone users. So it is said to be a discrete variable. Why? Because when we say discrete variable, it is a variable that can be obtained by counting. Another example, weight of a student. This is said to be continuous variable. Why? Because it can be obtained by measuring. Another example, computers in a laboratory. So you can count this, okay, by means of counting. So this means this is a discrete variable. Area of a room. So this can be obtained by measuring. So therefore, this is a continuous variable. Okay, class. So those are some of the different terminologies that we may encounter while we are studying about statistics. Now, if you have questions regarding that, so please message or give a text to your teacher. So again, thank you for listening. I hope you have new learning today. Laos Deo.